Okay, so you're now in jail, no bond. Your cousin died in a car accident
My nephew.
while you're sitting in jail.
My
Your
nephew.
nephew, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Your nephew dies in a car accident, which killed you.
Yeah. I broke him
You
down.
couldn't even go to his funeral, right?
Right.
Your defense team filed a motion to dismiss all the charges on Florida's stand your ground law,
Right.
which ended up being denied by the judge
Right.
because I guess the judge felt that the four men were in retreat at the time that you opened fire, right?
Right. Right.
How did it feel to lose that stand your ground? Because that would have just let you out and all charges
Yeah.
dropped, right?
I mean, that was very disappointing because I felt like we won the motion hearing. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like what the state tried to do, they tried to manipulate. They tried to manipulate the judges. You know what I'm saying? Hindsight of seeing things from the broader picture. Because, like I said, even with the state in the trial, I don't know if like you got to watch it, but in the trial, they tried to show the side view of the shooting. You know what I'm saying? And the side view is just gonna show where you see the first muzzle flash while the car's already being turned, and it's always already in retreat. But if you see it from the back view, I had let off at least 3, 4, 5 rounds before they even started turning. You know what I'm saying? That car was still faced towards me. And with the stand your ground, like it's sad to say, but it's like it's all on the judge if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, not to disrespect any judges out there, but if you want to be an asshole or if you want to just go by what the law is, you know what I'm saying? Because by the law, the stand your ground, if I don't get my stand your ground, that means that all their witnesses have to be credible. You clearly said none of their witnesses are credible. The only 2 witnesses that are credible is the homicide detective and the medical examiner that the state had. They had 16 other witnesses. What about my medical examiner? You know what I'm saying? So I was really pissed off. And then his like closing like statements of why I lost the stand ground, he had me and my brother confused. He said I was texting Dominique. I didn't text Dominique out there. My phone was broke. He said, I think he mentioned something about me chasing Tyler. That wasn't me. That was my brother. You know what I'm saying? And his overall thing was just saying that I shot too many times, pretty much. So, and I read statutes like that before where one guy, he shot 12 times and hit the guy 6 times or whatever. And they said, well, at his 4th or 5th shot, when he jumped behind the car, he was supposed to stop shooting because he's no longer a threat. But that's false. The guy, he won on the appeal because that basically, even though that you're behind the car or you're inside the car, you still can pose a threat. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the same thing. You're just behind cover pretty much and you still can harm someone.
Yeah. Okay, but eventually your attorneys negotiated a bond and you had a $160,000 cash bond and you got on house arrest.
Correct.
How hard was it to come up with that much money?
I mean, I got a good family foundation. You know what I'm saying? My main man, he was blessing me by taking care of my attorney fees and everything, and he helped out with my bond, and my family, they just supported. And I even had coaches, my like previous coaches that helped out with my bond.
Wow, that's dope.
And it was kind of cool too, because a good friend of mine, Coleman's Bonds, she looked out and made it where it's the best for all of us on our behalf, pretty much, as far as the bond.
How much did your legal defense cost if you add it all up?
With cost and the attorney fee, probably over 200,000. Yeah.
Okay, which means that if you were just a regular working person with a 9-to-5 job,
yeah,
you would not have gotten this type of defense.
Right.
And you probably wouldn't have gotten the outcome that you would have gotten.
Right.
So you essentially just got lucky because of people you knew that were able to help you out.
Most definitely.
You know, but the average person in America, they're not going to get this.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Now, leading up to the trial, I guess Dominique actually tweeted that you should get the death penalty and I guess CC'd your football team in Canada, something like that.
Yeah, well, that was literally like the same day I got arrested. I remember when I hired my lawyer, Mark Marshana, he came in and he showed me like a couple things, and then I seen like he had like photos of like screenshots basically of what Dominique was saying on the internet about me. And then I was like, yo, let me see that. He's like, you don't want to see it, it's gonna make you mad. And then basically she posted a screenshot of my mugshot and she tagged the CFL, she tagged the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, which was the team I was gonna go to. She tagged the NFL and she tagged Florida State and was like, I deserve the death penalty because I killed their brother for losing a fight or some nonsense like that, which was crazy to me.